Gravy really just gets to take pictures of Beyonce all day and Adele.
Isn't that crazy? He gets paid top dollar to do it.
How much do you think she gets? Hello.
Hello, friends.
Good morning.
Come on, glasses. Giving cool teacher at a HBCU.
Good evening, class. If you could
Good
open up.
evening, class.
Oh, wow. Wow.
When do you leave this week?
I don't leave until Friday. When do you leave?
Thursday. Can you do Thursday morning?
I have therapy at 11, so as long as I have that.
Is it virtual or a purpose?
I think I left my board here yesterday.
Is it virtual Thursday?
Her therapy's virtual. Welcome, Davis Evans 6. Your first time live. Let's throw some claps in the chat.
Emoji. High five emoji.
High five emoji. Welcome, Davis, to their first live.
High five emoji.
High five. Thank you, Candace Brown. I cut my mother off mid-sentence to show up to this live.
Oh, no. Never.
Y'all are funny.
Where did y'all just come from? Cleveland? How was Cleveland? You said only 6 tickets weren't sold. That's good.
What's a sellout, man? Because even when we sell every ticket, the thing that's crazy, we've sold every ticket outside of Cleveland, but everybody doesn't come.
Right.
So Cleveland actually had, DC probably had the most open seats, even though DC had the most sold tickets.
Mm-hmm.
So what's considered a sellout when you sell every single ticket?
I don't know. I thought you said
Because industry-wide, it's 85%.
Yeah, so
But Tony Baker and I,
y'all like to see
every single ticket sold.
You know, I don't know. And
Because I'd be like, it's a sold-out crowd at NBA game, and I'd be seeing all kinds of seats open.
luckily y'all are in theaters, so y'all can actually see the physical seats. Like, there's no getting around that. But like at a lot of these places, these clubs, we be told this is how many seats. And then when I get the settlement, I'm like, what are these extra seats we could have sold? Or they'll be like, we held 10. Don't hold 10.
Yeah, we got to tell them to release them before the show.
Release the hounds.
I'd be like, no, everybody come and gotta pay. Don't hold them tickets. And they're like, oh, okay.
Y'all don't give comps out?
Rarely. Okay. That's only because I was like, we are not in the place to where we can afford to give comps just to give comps. I gave some to my sister though.
She's a good sister. From what I know, I don't know. I didn't grow up.
You don't even know which sister, but yeah.
I assume it's gonna be Melissa.
No.
Was it?
It was
Jackie?
Yeah.
Jackie was my next guess.
It was Jackie.
What show? In Baltimore? Or
We
DC?
did DC.
Oh.
And she was 6 days sober. I was so proud of her. I was like,
oh,
"Great,
nice.
that means you will not heckle us on stage."
So did that, boy.
You are not going to heckle us. Okay, we've got, I think, 2 ads. We got Next Evo. So mad because our Next Evo link didn't work anymore. And I was like, I don't know if, I said, maybe Here's the Thing has a Next Evo ad. I was like, try Crew with the K. It didn't work. And then this morning I see we do have a Next Evo ad, but the dang on thing is SK.
Also, last week That was the first time we've had Trust and Wills, so I didn't really have anything to base that off of.
What's that?
It's for Trust and Wills,
What is Trust and Wills?
like a
Oh,
trust.
which,
Oh,
like a
Trust
will.
and
What
Wills.
was the
I'm
company?
thinking of Wills.
Trust and Wills.
Oh, the company. Oh, I could have talked all about that.
I thought you were
Sorry.
talking about.
I mean, I
Wills.
finesse it because I'm pretty familiar with them. But I did my best. So
We struggled so long trying to get the sound right.
Mm.
Anything I was supposed to do
it's all
outside of that, because
No,
first we had an echo.
I mean, I had like an hour to do it, so it worked out. But that once I saw that one, I was like, "Ooh, this one's new." So
Yes, Trust and Wills. I'm gonna put myself on Do Not Disturb too. I stayed up. This is why I didn't work out. I stayed up watching that documentary.
that was a good one.
I can't wait to talk about it. But yeah, I was supposed to have gotten.
gonna go
up
to a
and
game
worked
this
out
year.
at 5. What'd you say?
I'm gonna go to a game this year.
BSI game.
Mhm. He promised me a contracted position.
Boy, you too can get paid $60.
All right, y'all ready?
Born.
I was like,
who the heck? Oh, Marcus. Marcus here?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all roll together?
No. Today was little Marcus's first day of school.
Ah.
So that was what the whole and little Marcus's birthday. So it's a new schedule for us now.
You can get her for Angel.
He don't care about me.
That's crazy.
He's like, what?
What's up, Kai and son?
He's like, that's like hugging myself. I don't care about her. Then I have a 14-year-old.
That's funny. I don't know why that was funny to me.
That's funny. It's Jordan. Hi, babies. Come on here and say hi to the podcast people.
I know it's early, but Imara brought macarons and cookies in that bag.
Oh, good.
They want some on the way out.
You say hi to Mr. Josh.
Yeah, man, I remember my kids.
Hello, 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 hello. How you doing?
Look at the little handsome guys, man. This is my little dudes.
Look towards
Team shoes, man.
that camera.
Polka. Oh, y'all got brand new shoes.
Mm-hmm. Say hello.
You deserve better.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. Yeah. Oh, y'all got on y'all hopers too. I got on my hopers. Come here.
Those kids' clothes, man.
Come here and say hi.
That's how kids should be dressed.
Oh yeah, get in there. Hi. Yeah, y'all don't ever get to see the twins, but here they are.
Are they not still? Are they?
They
When
start school tomorrow.
Oh, you guys. Sheesh.
Little
My
Marcus just
kids
started
been
today.
in school.
Little Marcus started today. They
school's
started.
I
doing
thought
What they wanna
everybody was
do.
back. The way traffic
I
was.
just dropped Marcus off this morning, just now.
He's in
I
ninth.
just started.
Yeah,
Ah!
he's a
He's a high
nice.
schooler.
He's a high schooler, and today's his birthday. That's crazy.
I saw his your post.
And his friends got him his friends that he's known for a while, it's 2 girls that are sisters, got him some cologne.
Oh,
He was like, Mama, do you want this? I was like, what is it? He said Dior. I was like, Dior.
oh wow.
And his friends got money like that.
Well, it was like a little sample thing. I said, trust any girl that's not interested in you in a relationship. If she gets you a gift, trust she's not trying to lead you wrong.
Nice.
So I made him wear it today. In his
Rachel's
gold
girlfriend
chain.
got him some
In a gold chain.
Chanel
I got gold chain.
cologne.
Oh man.
He was
Ooh.
wearing my cologne
He don't
until
give 2 shits
About the
that
shame?
gold- He don't give 2 shits about that gold chain.
I don't care.
I know
He don't give 2 shits about the clothes he has on.
Just wasting money.
Josh, can you toss in water?
Yeah, man.
He could give 2 shits about the clothes he has on. Babe, did you do what you said?
No,
Okay,
that was a question.
and then I thought
Go ahead, man.
I didn't see it.
Pamplemousse.
Pampaloosa.
Let's see if you can do it.
Pampaloosa.
Every time.
Every time.
I mean, there was one time it
Yeah,
didn't
but
happen.
Josh. hit the
That
table.
was that was a new
Ain't
trajectory.
never really
with
been my
this-
fault. It was a new trajectory because of the China ball.
Yeah,
Is
that's me. That's me. I'm gonna own that
I
one.
that
think
race?
it's
Can you
crazy.
say China ball?
Lantern. They're called lanterns now.
Okay.
But that's
Well,
a
we
recent
don't-
change, though.
I didn't know.
That's 2 to 5. 2 to 5. You get a pass.
I got introduced like 10 years ago
Yes.
when I first moved it up to
Mhm.
LA, and I
All
just
deaf.
I never checked.
All deaf.
That's what they called them.
CBs were still they were still cleared.
See,
Listen, Kevin, you be saying stuff that be out of pocket anyway, though.
that's right. I don't care what people think about me no more.
If you do, and then you'll be
I'm
like,
practicing.
I can't say that.
All right, y'all ready?
I'm born ready.
All right.
God.
Taking it for the road.
Put it back.
Skittles?
Yes.
Oh,
They
God.
have sweet teeth, whatever the hell you want to call it, sweet tooth.
Hey man,
And
turn
we
it
don't
back.
be having candy in our house. But so when they
Oh.
see it, they're like,
It's funny. I had the fridge open for the water try. He's like, "Ooh, Capri Suns." I was like,
I'm
"You can
still
grab
mad at them for taking the sugar out of Capri Suns, man.
they have ones with sugar.
They do?
Hell no.
Oh, I only see. I thought they took one out. All right, Andrea said, "Cusco, why y'all want to do me this way?" All right, here we go. And 5, 4, 3, 2. What up, y'all? Welcome to His Thing. I'm Kev on stage.
That
She's
chick angel.
Man, she-
welcome to another podcast episode. Smash that like button, smash that notification button. Bangers, bangers, bangers. Oh, 2023 bangers just for you and me. It's gonna be 2024. Low key, it's gonna be September next week.
Yes, it is.
It's
Last
this
four-
September's this week.
September is this week. September is this week.
September is
September's in
this
like
week.
3
Friday.
days.
It's Friday. We want to thank our sponsors of today's podcast, Factor and Next Evo. We'll tell you more about them later on the podcast.
All right.
Yes.
Church announcements, real quick. Single me out, Josh.
Oh, hold on, Kev. You can tell me.
Single them out.
Phoenix. There was a huge discrepancy. We were told by Apple Care that there was only 62 tickets left. Apparently, they forgot to add 500 to that number.
Oh my gosh.
It had been saying 200, 100, then 62. I took Josh's picture and made a point of 62. It's not 62. It's over 500 tickets left. You guys are on the same track as Cleveland. Cleveland eventually pulled up. Phoenix, you guys are notorious for buying tickets
Phoenixville,
late.
man, it's hot there. They don't like to spend money when it's hot.
Had I known, had there been no discrepancy, I would have been saying Cleveland and Phoenix, y'all ain't doing well. But I didn't know until yesterday after I said there's only 60 tickets left. So Phoenix, please.
The Orpheum,
The Orpheum Theater. I done trusted the people. New Orleans and Dallas, I counted by hand. I
Okay.
know they ain't less than 100.
Okay.
I counted by hand.
Good job. Good
Phoenix,
job.
after that, I was like, let me go check
Counted the
everything.
Blues.
Phoenix, and apparently it's the same day as a Jodeci concert.
Oh,
Make your choice. If you go to Jodeci, don't ever come to me again. Come and talk to me.
Mhm.
Jodeci, they had their time, man. They've been out 30 years. We just trying to make it in this
Our
world.
group's still together.
No, we need at least a what, boy? We need that.
What, boy? So anyway, Phoenix, please, man. Come on, man. Y'all just come or not. It's just
oh, that's it. Beyonce was there last week, man. They got to catch up on the
Ah!
funding. Buy the tickets
You know
on the
what?
first. Use all your disposable income immediately.
after that, we're off for 6 weeks until Berlin, Paris, and
Ooh.
London. All right, Angel, what you got?
Come pull up. All right. I'll be in Atlanta this Saturday and Sunday. I'll be doing a club appearance at the bank and also
Come
doing a
on,
little
club
quick
appearance.
quick little boo boo doo boo doo boo late.
Doing a
I-
walkthrough, Angel.
I am, and it's gonna be very
If
late.
they ask you to perform, you better run that checkup. That's
Well,
all
no,
I'm
they
saying.
already did. They were like,
Oh,
and
okay.
do your song. And I was like, okay, really? And then Sunday, I'm going to be out there at Piedmont Park. My performance time is like 7:10. So get there at like 6:45, just in case things move faster than what they're supposed to. And your girl's ready. Okay. So I'll see you there. The park performance is free. So you ain't got no excuse.
Piedmont Park's really nice. When I was in Atlanta for a couple of days last week, I went and walked the Active Oval. It was a great
Yeah,
time.
you sent me a little text. You said this is a nice park.
Yeah,
said,
I've seen
okay.
food trucks. That's all. This is gonna be cool with Angels.
Yeah.
All right. So today on the docket, we got BS High, we
Ooh.
got Trump's Lie, we got Kevin Hart's race against NFL player Kiki Palmer has having a good time with her baby's father.
Uh-huh.
And we talking Steve Harvey. And if we get that far, if not, we'll pick some of those up in the bonus episode this week. First things first, Angel and I's documentary, BS High,
Yes,
that we're
it's ours.
prominently featured in, is about the most insane person I've ever seen on a documentary in my life.
Clinically insane.
I mean, Arkham Asylum, this man. I have never, I think his name is Roy Johnson. Leroy Johnson, but they call him Roy Johnson. He's the head coach of Bishop Sycamore, was the head coach of Bishop Sycamore High. I don't know the DSM-4, maybe even be DSM-5 now. I don't know all the stuff, but I know he got some traits.
Mm-hmm. He got all of
He
them.
got some.
Not some of them, all of
He
them.
got And I'm talking about got to be a little narcissism.
That's a whole lot.
DS4. That's
DSM-5.
what's that? I don't.
DSM-4 is it's like the book that psychologists use to like name mental health issues. I think,
okay.
and it's like by volume. So I
Okay.
think it became DSM-5.
Okay.
So the man, he lies so much. I don't even know if he knows he's lying anymore.
None of that even matters. He's a jackass. Let's start there. First of all, this is a documentary. Rarely, unless you're driving home a specific point in a documentary, does a person spike down the barrel of the lens.
Especially the subject of the documentary.
Everybody is talking to the person who's interviewing them,
Not him.
except for him, because he's in his own movie with his insane I am the Joker self.
Oh, crazy behind the eyes.
First thing it says, do I look like a con artist?
Yes.
What's my
That-
body language telling?
That nigga look crazy in front of the eyes too, Kevin. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah.
It's-
I don't think he blinked once.
And then the smile. I was like, I hope one of them mothers pistol whips that man. I want them to pistol whip him.
At the very least,
At the very least.
At the very least, pistol whip that.
you could put one in his foot. He'll be all right.
Angel, Josh, I don't even know where to begin. So let's begin at the beginning.
That's a good idea.
Before it became Bishop Sycamore High, he was attached to some Catholic school. And he was like, we're going to build out this $100 million megaplex. I believe they were in Ohio,
Yes.
somewhere in
Oh, yeah.
Ohio.
It was Ohio.
The likes of IMG Academy off of this regular Catholic school. We're just going to build $100 million complex
But
because the people from the church is going to give a little bit extra.
the fact that he had people getting life insurance policies
Of a life insurance policy.
and signing off to give them he was like, you give a percentage to your family and then the other percentage comes to us.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wait, is this your fundraising? Like, I've worked in fundraising. We have never been like, hey,
When you die,
listen, we got some goals. You got a life insurance policy, you gonna die soon. Go get one.
now, when I worked in banking, you would be surprised how many people
Mm-hmm.
leave their entire inheritance to the ASPCA.
Oh, yeah, no,
yes. You know, they be like, and I'm like, people with bread. I'm like, you over here giving this to dogs? And I'm hungry?
yes,
It took everything in me to be like, I mean, who don't love dogs? Amen. But Gavin, I got children.
They're like,
Absolutely. They be
you
like,
are
no,
lower
leave
than
my
dogs.
whole-
Yes, they're like, you are
Insurance
lower than
policies
dogs.
and PPP loans.
Yeah, Josh, we'll get to the PPP.
Okay.
So the Catholic school, he's saying, oh yeah, we're doing stuff in the name of the school. It's like, we are not. Stop saying that.
Mhm.
Like, don't say that. We're not even doing nothing, man. We just said you could play the little football with the kids. You know what? Never mind. Don't say our name no more.
What was it? Were they Christians of Faith?
COF. I don't remember what it stood
It
for.
was,
Some Christians of faith.
something
Something
of faith. I think it was Christians of faith. I think they were like, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Because that's all Negroes got to hear. Jesus, football. Faith and football.
and that's all it took. Right. So that doesn't work. He starts his own high school. And me and Josh were talking about this in the airport. This man was like, he had kids who had graduated high school.
Yes.
Grown man.
Yeah.
Grown men. Some of them were on the current rosters at junior college
Yeah.
programs.
Yes.
Which
On his
means
high
they
school football team.
already started their college clock.
Yes. And he's like, who says that you can't, who says you have to be in high school to play high school football?
No, he knows.
Everybody.
He says, is there some kind of there's no age limit that says you can't be over a certain age to play high school football? And then they're like, it says it in the OSHA handbook. He said, show me the handbook.
He was
I'm
like,
not
I know
OSHA.
OSHA. He said, I don't care. And that's not law. If it was illegal, then why ain't I arrested? And I was like, yeah, that is why.
And that's
He's a
why you
fucking insane
No, but then
person.
the next scene was the signed document for Bishop Sycamore to be in OSHA.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm in breach of contract, but
I
didn't
mean,
break no law.
What are you saying? And it was so funny. The little white dude who was on his case early was like, the stuff was so bogus there's not a law against it because nobody would think that anybody would ever make up a fake school to play football and have adults in it. Usually it's one person who's the can't let go of the dream, and they trick the school into making you think they were in high school.
What was that guy's name? I forgot. The reporter. Because when they asked Roy Johnson about it, he was like, he don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Right. Oh,
No, I knew the man was crazy when they asked him about the first dude, the black dude who started off with him.
With the light-skinned dude?
Yeah, who had on still kind of like a coach's outfit with a hat on a couch. He was like, who? I've never heard this name. Who?
Bruh.
Oh, yeah.
Who you talking about?
He was there for like a week.
Yeah, he was. I mean, it was more. It was like 6-7 months. I was like, oh, okay. I now see what this is about to be. I'm about to watch you just be insane and be a jackass. There were so many things that pissed me off about him. I was like, what was your actual goal? Because your team sucked.
Listen.
What was your goal? And you were broke. So what was it?
That's what I was trying to figure out. In my mind, I'm like, first of all, the kids didn't go to school at all.
No,
the kids who were actually still in high school, right? And it's kind of scary because Bomani Jones said this, like, the parents trusted him, like coach, pastor, doctor, a lot of these terms, they remove your name. If you're the coach, my basketball coach is just coach. You know what I'm saying? So the parents trusted him. And also a lot of these parents did not go and be like, where is the school? Like the kids was just in there.
Listen, okay, this is what, I don't think he had any high school students. I think he might have had one. They all had graduated.
Well, no, some of them were high school age who didn't have the grades to play high school. I don't think they were currently in high school. I think most of them had graduated, but some were like still high school age.
Oh, I thought all of them had graduated but didn't have the grades to go to college.
No. I think some of them didn't have the grades to be in high school because he was like, I would just go around the street and see who's playing football and grab them. First of all, back to your other point. You got adults and y'all still getting blown out by kids who actually are in high school. And they talk about we're worried for their safety. These kids are getting hurt. Well, the men are getting hurt by the kids.
Man.
Like the children are tearing the ACLs of the people who are the men.
Yeah.
And the older people.
Fully.
You're supposed to be worried. Usually you would think as you get bigger and stronger, you are going to be hurting the kids. Them IMG kids, them kids going to real college. They got the strength.
They're getting the dream that old boy Roy was selling to all these kids, saying like, "Oh yeah, come play here. I'll get you D1.
Yes,
I'll get you playing a Division One." Those IMG kids are actually going to the schools that
1,000. Them IMG kids are getting cash under the table today.
Did you see how much they said that school was bought for?
Angel,
oh,
how
yeah.
you buying a school?
I got it.
And also now to Roy's point, that man crazy, but he ain't stupid. IMG and BS High is the same type of thing.
Oh yeah,
but IMG just has the money to do the stuff. You know, them kids at IMG Academy is not having to go to school the way a child has to go to school who ain't a finely tuned athletic machine.
Well, their school is, listen, when we were first looking at private schools for Lil Marcus from middle school, one of the schools we went to out here, I do believe was called DNA, I think, Academy, right?
Dang.
Okay. They were connected to a Christian school.
Yes.
So when we go, it was a black man giving us the tour, and he's like, this is how he shows us the classrooms. We outside. There's 2 classrooms up there where our academy takes all of their classes.
Yes.
He then has us go to the gym across the street. It's like a 24-hour fitness to show me where they train. He did not walk me through the classrooms.
You know, I'm not here for that.
I was like, oh, you don't know. He was like, at 6 a.m. They show up, they train here on the basketball court. They do all this stuff. So while they do take classes, because there's also a program like that at Heritage Christian, it's called CORE.
Mm-hmm.
They work out in the morning. They have to take classes. They have to actually pass these classes.
Right.
But they not over here testing them the way they test in.
The thing about it is now, come on, you got to do some schooling.
Yeah.
He was like, absolutely no work. There's a lot of schools like IMG, charter schools, athletic arms of other schools. I'm not saying they don't do no work, but that course load, they're not going to school for that. And that also ends up happening when they go to them D1 schools. The D1 college athletes courses ain't the same classes schedule that me and Angel took. I remember one of my boys was on the team at UW. He was like, my coach said my classes are done at 12, regardless. Because a lot of them, like they going to play football, right? So I'm all I'm saying is IMG Academy is the best version of what BS High was trying to be. He just wasn't doing any of the stuff.
I don't think he ever was trying to be. That's why because I'm like, if you are really, it would have made more sense if he was like, I'll get you at a Division III school.
Right.
Then it would have been like, oh, okay, this makes sense. You just giving them time to be able to practice and you ain't really paying attention to nothing else. But to say D1 and you're not even trying to pull the best athletes.
0 graduates ever.
4 years
Mostly because the Southern kids already graduated.
And they had tuition they had to pay. That's when I really got pissed.
I said, okay, so now let me
That's
we're
when
gonna
I
get
got
to the
mad
part
at
that
the
pisses us
parents.
off. I want to talk about what the most bogus thing was, because when this came out, I'm like, how is this man even getting these kids to play these schools?
Mm-hmm.
Like them schools, them IMG academies and the regular schools, the school pays, right? Or until ESPN, like when you play on ESPN, they pay you. ESPN pays you.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to get, ESPN ain't gonna pay you ahead of time. They pay you after. So the school's gonna raise the money, or the parents are gonna front the money, something to get you down there. This man was forging checks, right? Old school. I said forging checks
off of his mother's nonprofit.
Forging checks is old.
Yeah, that's a good old late 80s, early 90s type of thing.
Why are these places even accepting checks? That man was writing checks off I think his mom had passed by now.
Yes.
His deceased mother's dead business.
Yeah.
He writing checks. Once he found out that if you get 10 hotel rooms or more, you can pay on a net 90, he was like, oh, we home free. I'm never paying this. He had these babies stealing chickens from Walmart because he had no food to feed these children.
They were eating slop. That's why I'm like, what was the goal? What was the goal? And okay, so I understand this is, and I said it, I'm so glad that's the soundbite that they used, because I said,
yes,
I feel really bad because their life has to be really bad to sign up for this. The mother that confused me the most was the white lady.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, now you said I've been around this sport enough times that I know when things look wrong. Why did you have your son in there?
Right.
You had to pay for him to be up in there.
Yes.
You over there being the what's that thing called? The trainer. Not the
head athletic trainer with no school.
She had on Jessica Simpson glasses out on the field.
It said Team Mom on it.
She was like, are you okay? Is it hurt? I don't think he should play anymore. Blink. It looked like he alive. Listen, I was so upset with her because I was just like, ma'am, you were there. There were other parents who sent their children. And while it's just like, you wish that if they are going to pay money and send, that they would investigate. So I can understand if they sent their child, they just didn't have the means to be able to go. But she was there.
She know that baby ain't in no schooling. They ain't taking up the church learning. She know they ain't in no schooling.
Why did you do? Why?
They sharing helmets.
Yes, she said he had the helmet that I bought him back in high school.
You know what it looked like? The Little Giants. It looked like the Little Giants playing the Cowboys team, like a ragamuffin. They had helmets with different color guards. Helmets pop. Your helmet need to fit, so when you get hit, it protects your brain. If your helmet pops off when you get hit, it ain't no sense in putting it on.
She bothered me so much in that documentary because I said, now, white lady, you knew better. Why
and you're white? Use your whiteness to get this stuff shut down.
Get your mixed baby to another place. If he's good enough, get him somewhere else.
Yeah.
Bring him out here to DNA Academy. And then that baby couldn't go to Grambling.
Couldn't even go to Grambling because of that broke my heart.
I could see all the weed that boy had been smoking from his life just falling apart. I said, that baby been smoking the ganja. And I get it. That is a lot of like, and he was a child when he signed up to be the football quarterback. So
Yeah.
he didn't know no better. He needed the guidance of people around him.
Yes, the coach,
His mama.
his mama.
His If I ever meet her, I'm be like, girl, explain to me. Riddle me this. Why did that happen? You know what else I want to riddle? What am I gonna eat? Huh? That's what I want to know. Because with the busy fall season just around the corner, you might be looking for something wholesome, convenient meals for jam-packed days. I know I am, because I am not about to, when it gets cold, I'm not about to start making bad decisions just because I'm busy. I got to eat right. Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit, can help you fuel up fast with chef-prepared, dietitian-approved, ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door. You'll save time, eat well, and stay on track of your healthy goals. Refresh your healthy habits without missing a beat. Choose from 34 plus weekly flavored, packed, dietitian-approved meals ready to eat in 2 minutes. Or you can level up with gourmet meals, gourmet plus options, prepared to perfection by chefs and ready to eat in record time. Treat yourself to upscale meals with premium ingredients like broccolini, leeks, truffle butter, and asparagus. This is a program that I don't want to call it a program. This is a delivery service that me and Marcus are starting to use for the summer. That was one of our goals, is to stay on a healthy path. And one of the things that is most difficult for us is making smart choices as far as eating. And that's because our schedule is so busy. We got these 4 boys. They're all about to be in school. They have different activities. So a lot of times we don't have the time to prep to eat well. Well, now with Factor, we don't have to worry about that. We're able to use the meals that are sent to us. We can make sure they fit within the diet that we have, and we can be bougie and upgrade to the Gourmet Plus. Looking for calorie-conscious options ahead of a busy season? Try delicious, dietitian-approved, calorie-smart meals with around or less than 550 calories per serving. With Factor, you can rest assured that you're making a sustainable choice. We offset 100% of they do, their delivery emissions, source 100% of renewable electricity for their production sites and offices, and feature sustainability source seafood in their meals. This August, get Factor and enjoy eating well without the hassle. Simply choose your meals. Enjoy fresh, flavor-packed meals delivered to your door, ready in 2 minutes. No prep, no mess. Head to factormeals.com/SK50.
SK50.
And use code SK50.
SK50.
To get 50% off. That's code SK50
SK50.
at factormeals.com/SK50
SK50.
to get 50% off. Back to this BS.
It was so much worse than I ever imagined. I think probably the most egregious thing is that, and I think I know what he was going for. It's my opinion.
Please tell me.
I think if he thought he could get a good enough student, I'm a student athlete, and one of the schools wanted to pay them to come there, he could keep a percentage of the money. They danced over this, but it looked like he had them babies fill out PPP loans. I think Josh said it.
No. They had their socials and stuff handed over, and they filled out the PPP loans for them.
And some of them, they had to it.
They had got
was
some
both.
PPE loans in their name, right?
Yes, they stole people's identity and did it. And some of the athletes, they actually had to, because some of the athletes were like, they had us get PPP loans.
I don't think they had all the evidence to deep dive into that. That's why they grazed over it.
Yeah. And he said, no, I never had that. I never did that. No.
Because that would cook him. Because he's still running the operation to this day.
Is he? Is anything happening? I know he says in his mind, we're back, baby. But that nigga ain't back to nowhere.
No, he
just got arrested.
Did he?
I thought that's what it said at the end.
I don't think so.
Was it for beating up his girlfriend?
It was for stealing.
I thought it was for the domestic violence.
No. He pled down for that. He stole some stuff. I don't know if it was at a Best Buy. It was somewhere.
It sure did.
I'm like that.
It was a Best Buy.
Yes.
It was a Best Buy.
And got arrested.
The kid, Pahokee, was living with them, said he seen him beat up his girlfriend.
That was the most egregious thing.
I said, man, what?
Oh, yeah.
This dude is the worst human being ever. They beat up a homeless person in front of the kids
and had the kids jump in and get their licks. That I felt so bad for that kid who was like, I would never be in something like that. And seeing it let me know I don't need to be around here. And he was like, Mama, come, you get me. And his mama was like, I now have a child who's so traumatized he does not want to play football ever again.
Let me tell you what this is probably what the worst part about this is. I'm a person who had a dream of going to college to play sports.
I didn't know that.
D1.
Yeah, I was D1 to the league, if not straight to the league. Right.
You can still do that.
Out of
Go
high
ahead.
school?
It happened to Kobe, Tracy McGrady, Kevin
But you played
Frederick.
JV all 4 years.
Right. No, that's a joke. I played JV.
Is it?
3. No, it really is.
You did play varsity eventually?
Yeah. I come on, man. You can't
Well,
play
seniors,
JV.
they just throw them on there. But
I mean,
sometimes they
but
just
3 years of JV is also
I didn't
a
play
long
3
time.
years of JV.
Well, you just said that.
Well,
out your
3 years of
mouth.
JV, to be fair, that's
That means you
honorable
started
because
off-
that's
that means you start off
that's
quick.
freshman. You start out hot, you know?
I was switching schools a lot.
Okay.
In my
Politics,
junior year,
is the whole
in
thing.
my junior year, what happened was Reggie Williams, who was drafted number 9 in the NFL draft, the year he came out, played my position. They said, hey, Reggie Williams plays your position. You are not going to play this year. So you can sit on the bench on the varsity team, or you can play JV and get better. Because Reggie Williams is 6'5", 240. He's going D1 to the University of Washington. And 3 years after that, he's going to the NFL. And I said, I just rather play basketball. But did that deter me from my dream?
Oh, I didn't.
No.
I didn't know that that's what happened.
I didn't know.
Yeah. I never tell. The joke is funnier than the truth.
But sometimes we have regular conversations
Yeah,
with
you
you.
know,
and
I'm not
I
gonna
just-
be. I don't want to be Al Bundy. In my day, if it wasn't for Reggie Williams, I would have been playing.
Absolutely be Al Bundy. Go ahead.
Apparently now, parents, you get held back, you reclass, you do all kind of stuff.
And
When
that
I was
pisses
growing
me
up,
off.
nigga, if Reggie Williams is starting, you're sitting on the bench or you're playing JV. Be that as it may.
You don't want to talk to him about like maybe every other game or
Well, no, that nigga played. He never came out of the game either.
no, man.
Like this dude he could dunk.
Mm.
He dunked a lot, and he never came out.
I mean, was this? Okay, this is.
You kept
the
saying football, but now
NBA.
you're talking about basketball.
This is NBA.
No, he's a football player who also played basketball.
Mhm.
Okay,
for clarity.
you just confusing the
Yeah.
shit out of me,
So
Kevin.
he
But
was
go
6'5",
ahead with your analogy.
Dunking anyway. So, but I was one of those people who was like, oh man, I want to play. That dream of yours, whatever that dream is very hard to give up, right? So for these kids who either had bad grades, who graduated, who went to junior college, it's not working out for them. Like he's capitalizing on somebody's dream,
Mhm.
knowing you can't really help them in any way. Because the one kid, the light-skinned boy, Trillion or something,
Yeah, truly.
playing for the coach actually prevented him from being able to play at Grambling.
Which is crazy because a bunch of them went to you. Like there was a couple that ended up at U of L.
Yeah.
Well, because I think after this stuff had came out, they had made like a
Exception?
because of like the situation, I think. But I think when he was trying to go at first, that was before all the news came out about BS High.
I also think because he was one of the few when you talk about, because I do remember he was 2 credits shy.
Yes.
So he
Light-skinned
was
boy.
probably one of the few that actually was
Trying to graduate for real
Yes.
and going to the high school for the high school so I can play football and graduate.
I just there is no amount of words and the amount of vitriol I had towards this man in his lack of remorse, in his ability to pretend as if he could not see the truth sitting in his face.
I was like, no, nigga,
And
come
then he
on
was
now.
calling these kids ungrateful.
And got frustrated that the kids thought he
can we
was
take a
evil.
break?
Who
It was
was
like-
Tweedledum beside him? That really pissed me off. I can understand this jackass.
There was a
Oh,
moment.
the
in
bigger
it-
black dude.
Yes.
There was
I
a
said, what are
moment
you
in the
doing here?
interview when they asked him when bald dude was, well, they're both bald, but when big dude was next to him and the guy like looked over, like I try to remember the question. Let me try and find it.
Was it when they were playing the iPad of all the kids telling him he was
Yes.
evil and the worst person ever and he ruined their life?
Mhm.
And he was telling them they were ungrateful and Bogey live with me. And all the stuff I did for
I
him.
did all this stuff for you. You are an abuser. Abusers do a lot for the people. Right before they punch them in the face, they give them a place to stay. They feed them, and then they sock them in the face too.
I felt so much anger, frustration, but mostly sadness for those kids. Because
Me
the
too.
thing is, that dude, he did this because he knew he could get away with this. You're not finna do this to a whole bunch of white kids.
When
You
they
just
were like,
never gonna
"Oh,
get
we were
away with
crying,
it."
we were coming out the tunnel," and then within 2 hours of that game, or within the duration of the football game, ACL gone,
Dog.
shoulder out, concussion.
He
Completely
had them
ruined their
kids play
commi-
2
career
football games
in
in-
3 days.
and one against IMG Academy, which is full of humongous people in the world. They got a team full of Reggie Williamses.
I really don't. I truly don't understand how this man has not been assaulted. Not that I'm trying to promote physical, any type of physical violence. I used to work with kids at a community center, like kids that will be considered disadvantaged, all Black kids. And there were like 4 girls that I took under my wings. I cannot imagine doing something that would push them away from actually having a
Right.
successful life. I
Yes.
could not imagine capitalizing off of their dream. And then when things fall apart, just being like, well, go home. You know, it's whatever. They had eviction things on
I
their
forgot the nigga getting
on
apartments
their
in their
record.
name.
when you have an eviction, which I have had, when you have an eviction on your record, you can't rent nothing. That is against your credit. It stays there for 7 years.
My
That's a long
God.
time.
I can't imagine being one of those parents who was bamboozled and not physically hurting this man.
So I agree. I don't know how you could restrain yourself.
I couldn't.
The governor did a whole investigation and released a 79-page report that was basically like, this dude's crazy. His school's out of OSHA. He'll never be able to do this again. But legally, there's nothing really we can do because apparently at the time it's not illegal to make a fake school
Yeah.
It was so audacious.
that they don't have a law for.
Isn't that crazy?
It's wild. The whole thing was wild. All right.
He's like, but the plan worked. My mom always said, just wait. No, waited.
Be
I
still.
was like, I said, well, I want somebody come and slap them lips off of his face. I do not like to talk violent like this, but he brought brought out this violent rage. And I have 4 Black boys. Okay. So when I'm looking at these Black men, because they now are all men, and them being so young, granted, they were not, a lot of them weren't minors, but they still had like a lot of childlike thoughts and were listening to someone who was their elder and believing in what their elder was saying. Yes, somebody said the mama bear an angel. Like for me, it's just like, how dare you do this to someone's child?
Right. Yeah.
He
And
would have
also-
got beat like that homeless man he beat.
Somebody said this in the comments and I forgot about it because there were just so many ridiculous things. He ran over a whole bunch of geese.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
like,
Nana
He's
P.
a psychopath.
Patreon said he killed them geese.
yes.
Just, you know, they say that the one of the telltale signs of a psychopath is killing animals for no reason.
He's a
Like not
psychopath.
stepping on spiders, but like pulling the heads off of birds and just randomly running over a flock of geese.
He said, I just want y'all to know what it's like to go to war. Ain't nothing like the smell of fresh blood in the morning. They are all bigger than him. And I don't understand why they did not toss his butt up out of that damn van. Just saying, he said, I did Suge Knight's whole speech. I did the whole thing. You ain't got to worry about your coach being on your Instagram, being on your Twitter. You do have to worry about him being on your credit. You do have to worry about him being on your rap sheet as well. That's what you do have to worry about.
Infinitely worse than being in your video and all on your Instagram.
What?
It's gonna take 7 years to get rid of him.
7. No, he like a herpy. You ain't never getting rid of
No.
him.
So I feel bad for you, children. I'm sorry. Somebody in Patreon said this too. Now, this is true. Reason they ain't gonna make this a law, because a lot of schools do this. There's a lot of little fake charter schools and this and that, and you can get away with stuff. And there's a lot of money. IMG got, what'd you say IMG got sold for?
I think it was either several hundred or a bill, like a billy.
I think it might have been $1 billion. Hold on, let me pull it
Yeah.
up real quick.
1.25.
Billion. Yeah.
The Hong Kong-based BPA equity in all-in cash deal
They
for
sold it to
$1.25 billion
Hong
at the end of June.
to Hong Kong.
Yo, China's buying everything low key.
Everything up
we
here.
gotta monitor that.
They ain't. It's too late.
Too late.
But this. I always have had a problem with just sports in school because the thing is that sports is going to be monetized.
Mhm.
There's just no way around it. Then disconnect it from the school. Let it be its own business so that
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like then it's cool. Just let it be its own business. Everybody's aware of the money that's coming in and everybody's getting the money that they're supposed to get.
Absolutely.
But they're like, no, that just doesn't allow us to take advantage of them. And that's the part we love. We absolutely love being able to take advantage of these families that have high hopes and dreams. And believe this is
Yes.
the way that their child will have a better future.
Absolutely.
I hope I never see that man because I would just be like, that's what I wouldn't put my hands on him because
You
that
just make that sound?
I'd be so mad. And then I would just imitate him. It just ruined my whole day. Listen, we just ordered some Next Evo yesterday. My husband did, and this is no joke. Even though we're about to do this ad for them, this is how much we love Next Evo in our house. It's because it is so helpful in us managing not only our stress, but getting a good night's sleep. And that is something that evades my husband unless he has a Next Evo. So whether you need to distress or keep your sleep schedule on track this summer, CBD can help. You don't have to settle for just any CBD product. A recent study showed that the most CBD labels are way off, and some products only contain 60% of what they claim. Melatonin products can also be very inaccurate. Next Evo Natural CBD delivers exactly what's on the label, and their products are tested before, during, and after they're made. So you know exactly what you're getting, that you're getting exactly what you paid for. So for us, our sleep schedule got really off because of the summer. Amar be up until 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Same thing with little Marcus. I think he would go to sleep at around 3 a.m. Something crazy. My husband, 3 a.m. So everybody trying to get back onto a regular schedule has been very difficult. That's why my husband was like, I need my Next Evo. I'm not playing these games no more. We got to get back on schedule. I absolutely love their de-stressor. With all the things that are on my plate, and when I have a packed day, I notice that I start to carry more stress. Now, the fact of the matter is stress does not actually make me operate better. It actually makes me just a little bit more like frazzled. So I'd rather be able to handle my day and handle the load because I can, but without the stress. A recent lab study found that most of the top CBD brands contain as little as 60% of what their labels claim. So you're not getting what you paid for. Next Evo tests their products multiple times to ensure you get 100% of what's on the label. Stress CBD complex gummies are clinically proven to reduce stress up to 70%. No prescription needed. Those are my jam. Okay. Triple action CBD sleep calms your mind with fast absorbing CBD. Then both fast acting and control release melatonin help you fall asleep, stay asleep, and wake up refreshed. Leave summer stress behind and upgrade your CBD. Go to nextevo.com/SK to get 25% off, plus a free bottle of premium pure CBD. It's like a $50 value, limit one use per customer. That's nextevo.com/SK.
SK. All right. And before we get to Trump, I forgot to do this up top. Had a weird interaction in Cleveland.
Oh, I heard.
Yes.
Weird interaction in Cleveland. Me, Josh, Tony, and Brandon Lewis.
Congratulations to you
We're
guys.
we're going to get some juice. We be on our health kick, getting juice with Tony. We go to this little juicery place. We're walking back to the hotel. Lady screams out to us, "Hey, Kev, Tony!" We turn around. Very busy intersection. There's a bus stop, like a big bus stop in the sense of like
it was a hot little corner.
Hot corner off Euclid.
Yeah.
Roadway and Euclid, somewhere around there. A lot of people waiting for the bus. A lot of people getting off the bus. A lot of people walking, a little park over there, all this. Kev, Tony. We turn around. We're like, hey, I love you guys. Thank you. I love your commercial. Appreciate you. I masturbated to y'all.
Congrats. That's what you're supposed to say. Congratulations.
I wasn't ready.
You weren't, but
I've
congrats
never-
to y'all.
Tony was like, what? She's
Tony
like,
said thank you because he didn't quite hear what she said. So Tony's like, thank you. And we take a few steps and I'm like, she masturbated us. And Tony's like, wait, what? You know, Tony B. Look,
Yeah.
what up? I said, Tony, she said I masturbated to y'all. And he was like, to the Spectrum commercial.
Y'all won the Real Streamy Award. Y'all did.
I've never had a stranger.
I would hope this is not a regular
Never.
occurrence. Yeah, you like the sixth person that said that today. What a compliment.
I don't know if I can take it as a compliment.
I mean, I don't think you need to hear the compliment, but what a compliment.
that is wild though, Angel. I don't make masturbation.
You don't know what
worthy
people
content.
masturbate to.
You masturbating to? How you masturbating to when your internet needs a fast
You go,
connection
You go.
and your
You just flick, or you
need mobile. When they get to mobile, that part really gets me cool. With talk, text, and data, unlimited.
She probably
Flick,
has
flick,
it
flick.
like the vibrator go to the song. You know, they have those. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yes. In her mind, she's in the kitchen or the closet, wherever y'all doing y'all's dances naked. She's like, yes. Unlimited. Damn.
Unlimited. Also, the commercial's like 30 seconds.
Some of them vibrators are strong. You don't need that much. Congratulations to your new level of success.
Dog. People usually, my stage crew, I mean, I know I'm a beautiful, handsome man, but because I've been married for so long, people don't really ever tell me how beautiful and handsome I am. Tony's out here in the streets, you know, he's single, he's very open, he's a desirable target. So I get somebody's, oh, you jacking, not you jilling off to Tone.
You get somebody saying that out loud to him.
More than me. I love the Lord. You heard my cry.
I think anybody who says that out loud, there's no like, oh, I can't say it to you because anybody who's willing to say it, they're gonna say it to whoever the hell they want to.
Just screaming from across the street. People's concerned. We're way past what you think of me by now.
Exactly.
If I done jilled off to your commercial and I see you, hey, you lucky I gotta catch this bus because I'll give you a little session right now.
That is so terrible of her. Yeah. Oh, ladies, don't do that. You cannot yell that stuff at men. We get mad when we get catcalled.
I don't get catcalled.
Well, that was a tiger call. That was more than a cat.
All right, moving on. Donald J. Trump got arrested. Mugshot around the world. The most egregious thing about this man's arrest to me is he was 6'3", 215.
Why?
Donald Trump.
Did they lie?
Now listen, on my license right now, it says 215.
Oh,
okay, because nobody
don't mind.
They don't ask you to update it. Okay, now I ain't been 215 since gas been 98 cents. Okay, you about to check?
Let me see what I can see. Oh, I'm so lying to these people. That joke I had is real.
What is yours?
I know I weigh.
Count it up.
I'm counting it up. I weigh 40 pounds more.
A little 40?
Oh, I weigh 40 pounds. I ain't seen this weight. Oh my God. Your license is more accurate for my weight currently. Give me yours. Give me your 215. I'm like, ignore the face. The weight is what's right. Thank you.
I ain't been 215. I think I might have been 215 when I got my license at 16 or 18 when I was in college, right? I think that might have been the 215.
You got a cramp?
See, that's what happens.
You got a cramp? What you do?
I don't know. I didn't do nothing.
Oh, you so old.
I
You
know.
might as well jump to the Kevin Hart thing and come back to Trump.
But the fact that Trump
Wait
at
a
his
minute. No.
It's right back in.
We're not going to skip past.
Here, man, drink some more
What
water.
happened?
Man.
Did you get a cramp in your thigh?
I got a cramp in my hamstring.
Kevin, from doing just sitting there.
Just
Oh, you falling apart so fast. You just turned 40.
Nah, no ginger. Give me another LaCroix.
Kevin,
Oh,
stretch it out.
We're out of pamplemousse.
Listen, that woman gonna see this. She gonna see
Limoncello.
your leg up here. That woman. She'll be like, "Oh, you flirting with me, Kevin?"
oh, shoot.
Oh
And
no.
I've been stretching. Like, I got to stretch now. If I don't stretch, my back will tighten up.
Hello. I'm so scared. Me 2 seconds. Hold on.
Hold on, y'all. We're all over the place. We got phone calls coming in. We got Charlie horses.
Somebody's coming out to you. Thank you.
We don't have no pickle juice in the office. They like pickle juice really works.
So you were just sitting there, and then all of a sudden it just locked up.
Pretty much.
How does it feel to be 40?
It's all right. I've been walking. That's probably why. I played JV for 3 years. So
Yeah, so what did
These
you
are-
play?
these-
Explain it to us, because I really don't understand. Because it sounds like you said 3 years, but you're saying you didn't for 3 years. You played what? When?
JV?
JV and V. Tell me when you played what?
Freshman, I played
The freshman team.
JV.
Oh, JV. Okay.
No
you-
JV, no freshman team.
Okay.
10th grade in El Paso, I played JV.
Okay.
11th grade is when Reggie Williams was going to the NFL soon. He played basketball still that season. The offer to play basketball was there, or to sit on the bench for the basketball team or play JV was there. So I played JV. Senior year, Reggie Williams, he said, I'm not going to play football this year because I'm going to UW. So then I could play a lot.
So you played JV 3 years. Why did you make us seem crazy? Didn't he just make
Because I
us
used to
seem crazy?
always say
Exactly
I
what
played
he
JV
said.
all 4 years. That was the joke I used to always say.
That you never
I
played,
never played varsity. The joke is that I've always played JV.
but you
But that's not
played
true.
varsity.
I played varsity. I was hooping. But the thing is, who cares now?
I do.
Like I was
wanna
really,
know. No, I'm just playing.
I was hooping for real, but it don't matter now.
Kevin.
Jesus Christ.
Kevin, what is happening, friend?
Angel, it was the worst time.
I was like, oh,
It was the worst time.
oh,
I was
friend.
hooping for real. Oh,
Yeah, I used to ball. Anybody got a napkin? You got a bib.
I'm just not gonna ever be that guy who was like, I just made a video about this yesterday. There's some people I follow. This one dude specific. He ain't even in our circle. But he be talking about when he was in high school. One time, he was talking about LeBron and how LeBron don't take the last shot. People was like, bro, you ain't in the league, man. What are you talking? He makes the right play. He was like, when I was in high school, posted a video of him taking the last shot.
You can never do that.
The video is grainy. It's only the square part. I'm saying it's not the same. You
It's
having a
not.
game against White River High where you took the last shot is not the same as Kevin Durant guarding you and playing against Steph Curry. Like, are you being? I would never be that guy. I'd rather people think I sucked and I played JV all 4 years than ever be like, you know what I'm saying? I had a triple double against Yale. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows. Most people don't even know I played sports. Most people don't even know I was athletic for real. Who cares? It's 20 years ago now. If I was the best athlete in my high school, who cares? If I really sucked,
The thing is, you
Who
can
cares?
care. No, you can care, but to think that it is relevant in a discussion about a pro athlete is when it's a problem. You can celebrate all the accomplishments you've had in your life, regardless of when they happen. But when you think they then have a point or they have weight in a discussion about
that's true.
LeBron,
That's a good point.
it's just like, no, baby.
And was dead serious.
I believe it.
Was dead serious.
I believe it. This men in sports a lot of times piss me off because of that. I don't like to hear people talk so much shit as if
They could do
they
something
could
different.
do the thing. You know what I'm saying?
There's a player named Brian Scalabrine who didn't play a lot in the NBA. And he used to say, I'm closer to LeBron than you are to me. Right? So he did a one-on-one thing. Y'all think y'all better than me? Y'all think y'all could do? He played all these regular guys one-on-one, back-to-back at a gym in Boston and really put into perspective how different
Yeah,
the worst NBA player is
exactly.
and the best nigga who didn't go to the NBA
Come on.
is. You were just a nigga at 24-hour fitness.
Just talking.
You just, even if you are good, again, you're paying monthly to play.
You're playing an accountant that needs to get out this aggression so he doesn't cheat on his wife. You're not playing someone who is a well-oiled machine that trains every day. That is not.
That is such a good point. You're
That's
playing
the
a guy who's just like, I just need this because I hate her, but we have 4 kids
Yes,
and they're all under 7.
right.
And I'm gonna hip check you and I'm gonna throw some bows and I'm gonna go to my job that I hate.
Yes,
And you're like, yeah, nigga, I'm cooking these niggas. He don't care.
right.
He's
That
going
one.
to his job to do this all day. This is his moment. I played with those guys. When I played at Boeing, I was still like, no, man, I used to be good. I used to be up at 5 a.m.
Right.
playing basketball 3 times a week against niggas whose knees were made of Lego meat and, and Funko Pop. And I'm talking about cooking these old niggas. And I felt great about it. When I came in the gym, we want Kev. And I used to be like, yeah.
They all want me.
Yeah,
They want
that
me.
was my NBA. So I get it.
Mhm.
But I didn't tell anybody about that. This was my personal victory at my local YMCA. These old niggas, they don't jump no more. They don't jump for blocking shots.
Like
for
Israel. Did you see that thing? Did you see that?
Israel?
Israel. Yeah.
Oh, Israel Holden.
Yes.
When he couldn't jump, that's them niggas I was cooking. Bop, bop, boom. I'm talking about Euro. I won. These niggas are 58. I don't care. This is all I have left.
Did you win, Playboy?
I gotta go to Key Bank after this. I hate my manager. So when I cook you niggas and I'm blocking your shot out of bounds and I'm yelling,
Yes.
this is my NBA finals.
Yes, that's it. Right
But
there.
I don't then go home and be like, boy, if I could guard LeBron, it's the same thing to him.
Yeah,
No.
it'd be the same thing. I would do the same thing. What I did to Curtis the other day, and he couldn't even go to his granddaughter's graduation after I did that. Do the same shit to LeBron. Hell
Curtis
yeah.
is just playing because his doctor said you got to move around a little bit, Curtis. Curtis ain't scoring. He's not even shooting. He just gets the ball that falls off the rim and comes to him.
Right.
And I'm cooking Curtis. Curtis had triple bypass last March.
Yes.
I don't care,
I don't
nigga.
care.
I'm gonna put you back on that table.
You got on this court, so you about to get cooked, mug. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Lying to myself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. It's the
That's
the
Kevin
worst
Hart,
thing.
though, to the point. Kevin Hart is me. Just with access to more people to believe the lie with.
No, this is really what makes Kevin Hart just a shame because he does take his training so seriously. Kevin works out as if it helps his jokes. Like that's
Right.
how he be working out. He's
He
like,
said, I'm
this-
gonna be small, but I'm not gonna be weak.
yeah, he's like, he works out an insane amount. He works out as if he is training for something.
Yeah,
Like what is the thing you have to perform to
absolutely.
look the way
to
you
do
look?
his own stunts or whatever it is.
Yeah, what is it? And it's just like the movies you in, you what again, you not Tom Cruise in these movies. So why?
Man from Toronto.
So yes, Kevin Hart, I think we all are aware, is in great shape, not just for a 44-year-old. He's in great shape for a 35-year-old. He might even be in great shape for a 30-year-old.
Yes.
But he has never been in NFL shape. He's never been in pro athlete shape, regardless of how many muscles he has.
Yes, because Stephen Ridley really is 6'3", 215. Trump broke that down. Stephen Ridley ain't even in the league no more. But it's like, you remember we did the challenge show and Spice pushed to here?
Yes.
And Spice was like, that was, I don't even know how to tell you how little of my actual strength that was.
I fully believe it because to hear would still be down on the ground. I feel like if Spice not even in great shape at that time.
Yes, he's not in leagues, and Stephen really ain't that far removed from the league. Spice been out the league for some minute.
Yeah,
Kevin Hart, low key now, he was keeping up with your boy.
Yeah, Kevin Hart is in great shape,
and he tore his abdominal muscles, I believe.
Yes.
Which I was not aware that was an injury running straight.
That nigga got Don Stacy's recti like a pregnant woman with twins. Okay, that's what he's got now.
You can see the moment he's like, oh, like.
He said you saw his mouth. Oh shit.
And the thing I know he felt, because this is what I felt when I was running as fast as I could on that treadmill a while back and pulled my hamstring. After you're injured, you're like, why was I even doing this? Now he's injured in a wheelchair for 6 to 8 weeks. He said his meat was swollen.
He said,
he said my balls. You can't even have sex.
Oh, God.
Because your meat looked like Baby Yoda in the face for 6 to 8 weeks because you wanted to race an NFL athlete. And guess what? I get it.
That's your problem.
I just did it with my children.
I know. That's why
most
I sent
of
you
the
that
comments,
stupid video.
Most of the comments were like, I'm surprised you didn't fall or severely injure yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Kevin Hart severely injured himself.
Yes.
Racing a finally, like the NFL, not only are the biggest, strongest, they are paid millions to be in that shape.
To not injure themselves when they do that.
I seen an NFL player jump out of a pool from in the pool.
That's crazy.
While he was in college before the combine. I don't remember who it was. If you guys in the comments can put it in there.
That's insane.
This nigga jumped out of a pool onto the edge.
That's got to be our next couples challenge. That sounds amazing.
You know what I do when I get in the pool? I remember this dance move. When I get in the pool, that's the only time I can do this. I don't know what it is about it. That's all I can do.
You don't know what it is about why you do it in the pool, why you can't do
why
it
I can do it in the pool.
Oh, okay.
I know why I can't do it in the world.
Because the gravity is slower.
Yes.
You got time to do what you need to do. Listen, as someone who wants to race athletes that are at their top level, I want to do it, but I know that I will never run at a pace that will hurt me. That's not going to, again, I feel like my brain has like a safety lever on it. And whatever is you will hurt yourself, my body won't even kick over to that gear.
1000%.
At all.
I'm going to send this to you, Angel. Tristan Wirfs is his name.
Oh, I cannot wait to see this. This sounds magnificent.
He went to Iowa. It looks like he has some Iowa shorts on. Thank you, Patreon, whoever put that in the comments. Y'all look up Tristan Wirfs. I think he's still in the league. WIRFS. I think he plays for the Bucks, if I'm not mistaken. Oh man, I was right. This nigga jumps out of a pool to the world.
To the world. Okay, let me open it up. Oh no, I want to see.
How are you even doing this?
Let me see this.
I see why.
Woo!
I see why some people want you give that man millions. And he's an offensive lineman.
I would have threw up.
A little bit of dude
myself.
Everything that has holes.
That's the sound you would have heard. And you would have been like, Angel, did you do it? Because you would not have seen my head change level.
If I was in that pool, I'm gonna tell you what it looked like, okay? This is the pool, this is the thing. Okay?
Right.
I'm gonna do exactly what I would have done. That's what I would have looked like. Because what are you saying to me?
I don't know how
There's
that's
no
possible.
way. That's it.
We all
How do you get your legs out of the water onto the stuff?
I couldn't jump from my knees in the regular world to my feet, much less ascend past water and get onto a surface.
I would have probably died. I might have cracked my head open on that concrete.
Absolutely, you would have. Absolutely. There would have been blood in the pool. Everybody's got to exit. We got to clean it out. I don't even. Ooh,
and he's 6'5".
That's a lot of man to
320 pounds right now, at least.
Oh, wow.
And a lot of NFL players say they were actually bigger in college. They slimmed down for the league.
Mm-hmm.
So you can imagine he's at least 6'5", 300 plus.
I can't imagine. I want to try it the next time I'm in a pool, but I can't imagine many things.
We need to film ourselves
The way I'll be able to do it, the way I know I could actually achieve it, is that I have to be in water about this deep only, and only my shin is in. Then I can jump onto the thing. Oh, I'm doing it.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's crazy. That's insane. But I still want to race Sha'Carri. That has not changed. Sha'Carri. I want to race her too.
I've been watching her races again more and more. Like the US beat the Jamaicans in the 4x1.
Both women
right?
and men.
They had Sharika Jackson and Shelly Ann Fraser in that same thing. And Sha'Carri's, again, her feet look like the Incredibles baby who was running on water.
They're blurry.
It's blurry, man. She's moving so fast. Her heels don't touch the ground
because they're not necessary. They're not needed.
They put the spike. Most track spikes, the heavy concentration of spikes is on the front.
Yeah, she's
basically running on the balls of her feet. She is. Somebody tweeted, "Imagine if you dated Sha'Carri and you take your phone and run off.
You ain't getting it back.
It's gone.
It is gone." And
she's also light as a feather, probably.
Yeah. Well, she muscular though. Them muscles be heavy.
But she probably ain't more than 115, 110, 115.
Yeah, that's possible. What's the other woman's name? Jackson?
Sharika Jackson.
I do believe it's her. She's in Jamaica, correct?
Yeah.
She had the nerve to go to her kids' parents.
No, that was Shelly Ann Fraser.
Shelly Ann Fraser, thank you.
At the field day.
Yes, and race them mamas. First of all, I would have been so ecstatic to do it.
What's the point of being that fast if you can't let these regular parents know?
I would have been ecstatic to be one of the women in the race.
Oh, racing against her.
Oh, yeah. I'd be like, oh, girl, I almost had you. You would have looked
like that Somali girl. Finishing an hour later.
I'm not gonna be skipping though, because I'm gonna empty the tank.
Shelly Ann Fraser Price almost had you.
I almost had you, girl. What? Look at the tape. Oh. How long?
I just ain't really get my start good because you be training.
Right.
My start was.
If they would have blocks, I'd be like, how long you been eating?
How long you been eating?
How long you been sitting here eating?
There's something competitive about me that I would have to.
Oh yeah.
I don't care how bad you beat me.
Oh yeah.
In my mind, I have a chance. Mm-hmm. When I race my children, the thought of losing, I was ready to gloat. I was well into delusion land, thinking I could beat small Black children who are in high school, who are athletic, my kids play those sports. Like my son ran track.
Yeah.
And my oldest son plays basketball and used to run track. I'm a big boy. Track was never my thing. I was over there. I was watching the races.
He said, go ahead.
I love
Melissa
track.
was running. Track is my favorite.
Melissa, I was at a lot of track, and I think maybe the ambiance.
You were like, yeah, I ran.
Because I could do this. You know? Oh, yeah, boy. This is nothing. So I really, in my mind, was like, oh, I'm finna dust them and then never race them again.
Mm-hmm.
I was right about one part.
I'll never race them again. See, this is where you're not good at delusionalness. Let me teach you, friend. You can't allow reality to change your perception of what it really is. You only lost that race because you didn't have on the appropriate shoes. You got to see it through. You can't sit here and be like, I can't believe I lost to my sons. This is the only reason why.
I had my Asics on.
Right. And I'm not going to do it again because I'm a grown man. But just know you all got lucky because your dad would have stomped you. You got to keep it going, Kevin. This is my son, oldest son, who just his birthday is today. He just turned 14. He's only 5'2". Okay.
You and Melissa are very similar in this way.
In what way? In knowing our kids' height off the top of our head?
You are Roy Johnson when it comes to your children.
No, Roy Johnson would then have my son get a PPP loan, okay, and feed him slop and put him in a hotel where hookers take their tricks. They take their jobs.
If the hotel lets you pay for the room by hour, it's not for sleeping.
Right. It's definitely not.
They got a whole other reason. But you and Melissa look up at your children.
I look down.
And
you don't know directionals.
directional.
Direction. I always look down at little Marcus. I'd be like this on him all the time. I'd be like,
in the bed.
no, when he's standing up, I'd be like, don't be staring up at me like that. And he's like, Mom, you're looking at my chest. I'm looking at your eyes.
Wow.
Sure. See, you don't know.
I get it.
You got to push all the way through, or it doesn't really,
I get it.
it doesn't really serve you well.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah.
All right. Before we go, I want your thoughts on Keke Palmer's birthday just passed, and she was with her baby's father, seemingly having a great time.
Mm-hmm.
A good amount of people on the internet was like, what? We was with you. We was on your side. What are y'all doing back together? And another good amount of people were like, this is why y'all got to mind y'all business on the internet.
She never said they broke up.
Never said they broke
I
up.
don't know why people thought that. And we know he ain't going nowhere.
What?
Where he going?
Are you crazy? I just had a little slip of the mind,
Yeah.
and I tweeted a thought that I should have texted.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Listen.
This is really good. My life is the best. What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Are you crazy?
They have a whole child together. I have watched people go back after very egregious things.
Right.
I'm talking about, I know you're going back. Okay. I already knew.
Yeah,
Listen.
listen. I wish I could. Minding celebrity business is easy.
Right.
When it's your family
Mm-hmm.
and you be like, "Man, you going back to that?" I mean, let me tell you what. The only reason I can say without a shadow of a doubt that there's some stuff that some women will put up with. We grew up together.
Yes. I seen it with my eyeballs.
I done seen some men get away with some stuff where I myself had to be like, you know what? Don't tell me nothing else
Oh yeah, that's
about
what I
y'all
tell my
relationship
people all the time.
ever again,
Mhm.
because now you mad at me because I hate this nigga
right.
for real.
And
I'm
I'ma
not
talk
gonna
about
dap him up at the 4th of July. I don't like this nigga, and I never will.
Yeah.
So when you ask for help, just ask for. Don't tell me what happened
Nah.
because I was on your side.
Period.
And now this nigga done told you what, and now y'all coming together.
Listen, I have to tell I'd be like, listen, you getting his dick, not me. So when you forgive him because he done brought you flowers and digged you down, don't think that my forgiveness came with it.
It don't go. It don't
I
translate.
did not benefit. So guess what? I'm still in my feelings about the shit you told me because I care about you. So don't tell me nothing.
Don't tell me nothing
Don't do
because
it.
I hate him for real.
Yes. Ain't nothing, ain't no amount of trips to the store, ain't no amount of, baby, I know I was tripping. No, nigga, die. They be forgetting.
I'd be like, be nice. I'm not built that way. Right. And I don't know. I just tweeted this today. I'd be like, I'm not into zodiac sign stuff, but apparently all my traits align with my zodiac sign.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know that. I believe in Jesus. Amen. Alpha and Omega.
Mm-hmm.
Beginning and
and
end.
end. Uh-huh.
But one of my traits that apparently is a Taurus trait, I will love you. I will love you.
Uh-huh.
But when it's over,
It's over.
you're dead to me, buddy. I don't love you.
Yeah.
And I wish the worst for you. I check in from time to time to make sure you're still doing bad. I never forget.
Never
Grudge-
forget.
Letting a grudge go?
Yeah.
How? That's how I wake up in the morning. Oh, your life still sucks.
Yeah.
So when the nigga breaks your heart, and now you want me to be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? We worked it out, but we didn't work
We
it
didn't
out.
work it out. That's what I said.
We still, it's forever beef for us.
Right.
You can never do enough.
Yes.
I'll hate you from Martin Luther King to Hanukkah every year.
Yeah. Yeah. No. So the Keke Palmer is just like any other black woman, but more glamorous. And just think of your best friend or your aunt or your
Yep.
mama who went back to somebody
Back
that
to
you
that
just
old
thought,
nigga.
you thought there's no way. Oh, there's always a way. There's always a way. And they found a way, and they looked like they were having a
They
good
look
time.
like they were having a blast.
People are like, I thought we all broke up. But she was like, I never said it.
Listen, if our relationship with each other is what? If our relationship is this, then you don't know nothing.
You don't know.
Honestly, There's who's to say it wasn't part of this whole elaborate plan to get Keke Palmer in the Usher video.
Listen.
It seemed like a goal of hers. She had them dance moves
she
already
was
locked
ready.
and loaded.
I bet you her baby daddy was watching that baby on set too. Listen, he's like, yep. All right.
And guess what, man? We all, people in the world, when the internet is off, right? Because on the internet, we're all perfect. We've never made a mistake.
Yeah.
But when the internet is off and your real life is there and you're staring up at that ceiling and that tear comes out of your eye and nestles in your ear. And when you got to wipe that out, you got to hear your own pain because that tear is in there.
Yeah.
When you do that, we've all done it. That's when you got to look yourself in the mirror and know that's your real choices. Because everybody on the internet is perfect without spot or blemish, without spot or wrinkle.
What you say?
But listen, when them PPE loans and when everybody's rich also. Until them stimmies was coming out and everybody was like, whew.
Thank God I needed it.
Can't believe we can't all be rich and all need the stimmy. Okay. Everybody makes $100,000 a year on the internet, but 3 or 4 days before the first, everybody's like, if he don't want to split money with me, if he want to go on the rent, we arguing about bills. I have a friend group by the grace of God that a majority of my friends, when we go out to eat, one of us could pay for the whole meal or we could split it equal. A lot of people say they got money like that, but when it comes time, all I had was the wings.
Yeah.
And I was there in my life. When me and Melissa was young and Applebee's was our portion, we're not splitting nothing equal. I only have enough to eat what I paid for.
I am still at that place in my life if I didn't decide I wanted to pay for your shit.
Absolutely. Split what?
Yeah.
Nigga, you know how I have my bank account in my mind. I don't need a checkbook. I can see my balance and the transactions that have come out.
Yeah.
I'm not paying for a French fry that I didn't eat.
Listen.
All I got was this. I was pissed when Applebee's used to get half price for the appetizers with no nothing. Then we was running it up. They was like, now you got to buy soda. Okay, now nigga, I had $3.17 for these 12 weeks. I'm paying $3.17. Yeah. Now I got to add a $2.95. Okay, now I'm into $6 and $7. I can't throw my card in there like we all just gonna chip in.
Oh, hell no.
No, because I'm finna be overdrawn. And if I'm paying for it, I better have tasted it. Eating it all. And we didn't even drink back then. We were still meticulous.
Oh, yeah. No, when I didn't drink, that's when I really was like, I'm not paying for y'all's liquor. Hell no. Hell no. Yeah.
All right. Well, we got to go. Patreon people, Thursday, 9:15 bonus. We'll get through the rest of the stuff that we didn't get to. There's some good stuff in there. And whatever else happens between now and then. But we got a pretty good docket. Some stuff that we want to talk about. The rest of y'all, we love you. If you live in Phoenix, please pull up.
He's all 500 of y'all. Come on.
I mean, it's almost guaranteed not to sell out now because had I known, we would have been pushing it. And at this point, I was so frustrated. I was just like,
yeah, that's upsetting.
Well, Cleveland took a lot of energy, man.
Cleveland took a lot.
Then they showed up, but you never know.
And
Arizona
they showed up, but Phoenix, I was just like, all right, man, whatever.
I'm sorry.
Like, you know, we were 6 tickets shy in Cleveland. We're not going to sell out every ticket. And I was just,
Arizona's this weekend.
I
was really about to say maybe me and Marcus can go. Well, can't. Come see me in Atlanta.
We can't even be friends. We can't support because Lunel told me this when I first started.
What?
She said, if you are good at your job and your friends are good at your job, the curse is you'll never get to see them work. Because either one or both of y'all will be working
at the same
and
time.
It'll be very few and far, unless you're working on the same project, the chance y'all get to see each other work will be few and far between. And she told me that when Zay was going viral. And I was like, nah, I'm gonna be able to pull up. You know what? You really don't get a chance to.
Because I surely didn't get to come to y'all shows in Kentucky.
And we didn't get to go to see you neither because we was both on tour at the same time.
It was.
And it's a blessing.
Come on.
But also, I would have loved. All right, we love y'all. Make sure to put 215 on your license. Lie with impunity. Ain't nobody checking your jail stuff.
175.
Or one.
If you're 215.
God bless you. God keep you. We'll see you at the conference.
Bye.
Did this pull up yet?
Yeah.